Today, it's a new top 10. Today, we're ranking the top 10 strongest event units 1 through 10 based on not just how strong they are, but how rare they are and how cool they look. But mainly how much damage they do. And some other factors too. If you want to see your list get featured in the top 10s, make sure you leave a comment down below and smash that subscribe button right now. We're trying to get to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the month. We're running out of time. Either way, without further ado, let's jump in at number 10. There was literally a war fought to make the number 10 spot. So many units were close to making the top. However, the large turkey speaker man is the one that edged the list. The large turkey speaker man maxes out at 4,000. Just kidding. He maxes out at 9,000 damage per second, which is pretty decent. But the main reason why he lands so high up on this list is not only because he deals splash damage, but he was one of the first of his kind to do that at all. First came out, this was a super cool asset, and he was a very good starting unit slash mid unit. Broski was the sole-handed reason why you were able to beat Nightmare Mode for a while. He was so broken, and his aesthetic pretty freaking sweet. Who doesn't like a man that throws turkeys at toilets? Come on now. But with his area of effect and splash damage and 9,000 damage per second and being relatively accessible, the large turkey speaker man is gonna find his way cozily at number 10. Let's move to number 9. Coming in as a surprise to literally no one is my crush, the Cupid Camera Woman. The Cupid Camera Woman is unique in her own sense, as she's the first unit in all of Toilet Tower Defense that can do pierce damage. As you just saw, she's literally shooting units outside of her range. Pew! Super unique and super cool ability. Not only this, she can fully solo Nightmare Mode on her own. Not only can she solo Nightmare Mode, but she maxes out at a damage per second of about 9,000. However, it's a lot higher when you consider how many other toilets she takes down. Not only that, she's super accessible and she has a super good damage per second per dollar spent, as she is actually relatively cheap to fully max out while only starting at $100 to easily one of the best starting units, mid-range units, and in-game units. Absolutely smashing it. Easily making herself established at the number 9. I mean, that's pretty strong. What could possibly be stronger than that? Let's go find out. At number 8. Coming in at number 8, and he's only here because of his damage per second, I guarantee you, is gonna be none other than the lesser of the Sinisters, the Sinister Cameraman. The Sinister Cameraman maxes himself out at 16,000 damage per second, which is absolutely nothing to slouch. However, he is a pretty expensive unit to trade, but he does pack a decent punch for every dollar you store his cost. He is a rather limited unit. He's not super accessible, especially considering it was from the Halloween trade, but not that many were summoned in the beginning because you only had a 1% chance to get him. Either way, his aesthetic's super cool the more you upgrade him, and he doesn't have any unique ability. Zero sun protection, single attack only. That's about it. Like I said, he literally only here for damage per second, which was 16,000. So he is gonna hit you pretty hard, but he's only gonna hit one at a time, and if you stun him, he's just basically stunned. Cannot defend him. So for those reasons, we cannot push the Sinister Cam any higher, and he's gonna lock himself in at number 8. And coming in at number 7, I don't have because it was ridiculously expensive, and I wasn't gonna spend the money to get it. It's gonna be the large firework camera. Go ahead and plug it on. The large firework cameraman for the longest time was the worst mythic in the game until the shotgun unit came out. Once the shotgun unit came out, that was unanimously with the game.
Video coming about that soon. Stay tuned.
Either way, the large firework cameraman does a max damage per second of 10,000. Yeah, you heard me. 40% worse than the Sinister Cameraman. Yes, I'm not even kidding. That's real. His range is also only 35, which is so bad. And he costs decent amount to fully upgrade, but not that. You can upgrade him fully bad. His damage per second per dollar is 0.9, but the unit does look super cool, and the update came out at a good time. The New Year's update was a small update, but a W update. Love the scavenger hunt. You guys would, especially if you're there for that. So with that being said, the large firework cameraman is gonna find himself on the list at number 7, but definitely not any high. He doesn't deserve it. Let's move on to number 6. Coming in at number 6 could make an argument to be higher, and not only is he a super good unit, but he makes the best pizza in all of Toilet Tower. He's gonna be none other than the Chef Cameraman. Chef TV Man actually came out during the Thanksgiving unit. I think a lot of people. He not only can max out at 18,000 damage per second, but he can also do splash damage with those Zazas. And while he's posting them with the Zazas, he's also making them go percent slower. I have an absolute bias towards units that can do slowing. I think slowing units are the best. So for that reason, I probably have him higher than some people, but not really. I think would actually add a little bit. But he'll cook you up a nice pizza pineapple and slow you down while he does. In my opinion, he's one of the most viable units for endless mode, nightmare mode. He's a good starting unit. He's a good in-game unit. He can literally do it all. He can solo nightmare mode. For all of those reasons, that is going to be the reason why Mr. Chef is going to make his way in at number 6. Let me know if you want to put the chef boy high. My name's Chef. All right, let's go find out who's at number 5. And once again, I don't have access to this next unit because it was way too rare and I didn't have the money to summon it. But it is going to be none other than the Corrupted Camera. Corrupted Cameraman has no unique abilities besides do a little bit of sun protection against somewhere between 2 to 4 toilets. No one actually knows. But he has pretty big range of 50 while being able to max out at 25,000 damage per second. However, he's not higher up on the list because it's not area and or splash damage. It's single attack, so he can do 25,000 damage per second on a single unit, which is hay, but it's not really that good. So that's the main reason why he is still to this day one of the most rare units in the game. I believe he's currently ranked as the 4th most rarest. Honestly, I think some people will put the chef higher up on the unit than the Corrupted Cameraman, but I didn't want the Titan boy dirty, so I put him in the list at number. So let's move on to number 4. Also, just so you guys know, if you haven't already, I posted my first Blox Fruits video on my other channel. So if you guys like Blox Fruits or something you want to check out, definitely make sure you check that out. And if you haven't already joined my group on Roblox, make sure you do that. We still do have some fun projects planned in the future. And if you are a builder and know how to build or that knows how to, go ahead and message me on Discord. I just made one. Go ahead and send me a friend request if you know how to build or know so. All right, next unit. Obviously, the Valentine's Day update just came out. So coming at number 4 is going to be a unit I also don't have access to. It is going to be none other than the Healer TV woman. You guys can see all the stats here yourself. Yes, she does less damage per second than the Corrupted Cameraman. But tell me something. Can the Corrupted Cameraman give you extra base health every single round? Does it have a blast range, basically doing splash damage? Tell me, can the Corrupted Cameraman do that? Absolutely not. So obviously the Healer TV woman has unique abilities exclusive to her that the Corrupted Man cannot compare to at all. What are the chances I summon her right now? I'd actually flip out if I summon. And yeah, that's what she's so strong. Actually, you can only place down 2 of her at once. You max your tower off at 600 damage, which is definitely good considering that means you can tank minimum of at least 1 toilet at any. She is a pretty expensive unit to trade. Some are a lot more expensive. She only has a couple levels. Only max her out. And on top of that, he's pretty cute. Who said that? Get this guy out of here. Can someone ban this guy? But for all those super cool and unique abilities to her, that is going to be the reason finds herself in on this list number 4. Now, boys, this is where it gets dicey. I think you know who's going to be in the top. Let's go have a debate. So recently in these videos, I have put the top 1 and 2 together. But today, I'm going to put the top 1, 2, and 3 together. And yes, Frost DJ Speaker Man is finally being represented. Yes, I think the Frost DJ Speaker Man is in the top 3 event unit. And let me explain to you why. Before I get into 1 and 2, Frost DJ Speaker Man does find his way on this list at exactly number. Frost DJ Speaker Man might literally be my favorite unit in all of Toilet Tower. Those of you that don't know how his ability, unlike other toilets in all of Tower, as soon as any single toilet comes in this range at all, Frost DJ Speaker Man start going to town. Every single tick that he does affects every single toilet inside of the radius. He can single-handedly solo Nightmare mode. He is so good that he hasn't been nerfed once, but he's been nerfed twice. You guys know how the Frost DJ boy reigns supreme. Y'all know how much I be love boy. He maxes out at a damage per second of 4,000, which I know. Hopeless, that's the lowest on this list. But nothing else can do what he does. Every single toilet is getting hit with 800 damage or 4,000 damage per second every single second they're inside of radius. I legitimately thought that he would be the reason why endless modes were gonna get broke. However, unfortunately not, because they can't stop nerfing him. Hopefully they start adding more units like him in the future, just having such a big range. But as of right now, is the only one of his hyper similar to them. But the Frost DJ is gonna find his way at number 3 on the event unit. And I can't say this right now, or I can't say this. I love the Frost DJ. I wish you could be high. But let's decide on who's number 2 and who's number 1. Yo! So obviously number 1 and 2 is going to be between both of the Christmas units. The final tier of the Christmas pass, the Sinister Titan TV Man, and of course the second godly ever added to the game and the most recent godly added to the game, none other than our Titan Present. The Titan Present boy has both splash and area effect damage, as he can throw a golden present that can do 500,000 damage, but it only has a 1% chance of this happening fully maxed out. So if you've ever seen that golden present hit down on a toilet and watch it decimate, it is the Titan Present man's doing. He does max himself at 39,900 damage, which is such a weird number. However, that is what he does. He does that juicy explosive damage. Past that, he has a range of 40, which isn't too big. And also fighting for our number 1 spot is going to be none other than the Sinister Titan TV Man. Many people would consider the Sinister Titan better than the upgraded Titan Cinema Man because he has cheaper raid and he has that side slash. And on top of this, and once again, I have major bias to slowing unit, his snowballs do 75% slowing, which is insane. He is a mythic that has the most damage per second and the best raw damage per second in all of Toilet Tower. Easily one of the coolest of all the event units that have been added to the game. However, he does have 0 stun protection, which is pretty rough. So with all of these things being said, who is going to be number 1 and who is going to be number 2? They both have their own special abilities, and obviously one's a godly and one's a myth, and obviously one is way more oversaturated than the other one. Not 20 and new. But at number 1, I am going to have, obviously, it's a Sinister Titan TV, man. Are you kidding me? The Titan President Boy puts up a good fight, and I love his unique ability with the golden gift doing 500,000, but you simply can't top doing 60,000 damage per second, splash damage, area of effect damage, and 75% slow. The Sinister Titan TV, man, is single-handedly one of the best Titan, if not the best units in the Titan President Boy makes a strong argument itself, however, just not on this list. Let me know if you guys agree with this list at all. I feel like everything from like 7 to 1 is pretty spot on. Some people probably disagree with the Frost DJ, but simply I just disagree with. Let's move to that outro, baby. I do say this in all my top 10 videos, but I want to reiterate it once again right now. This list is based loosely on facts. Well, facts are 100% legit. They're based on facts as well as my own personal bias, and that's why like DJ gets hired. So you are 100% allowed to disagree. Let me know what you would change. However, I would say this is my most accurate list to this one. Some units have different abilities, and that's why they move higher and lower on lists. You guys already. Anyway, without further ado, comment down below what top 10 you want to see next. Liking the top. You guys still watch these. You're watching them less and less, so I don't know if you guys still like them or if I should doing them. Let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't already, watch some of my other videos that are coming up on this already. Check out my second channel and join the Roblox. I know, that's a whole lot of stuff. It's a skeleton man. I need to feed my family. Either way, without further ado, I will see you guys again tomorrow, and bye!